Short one for you this episode.
Short one for you. Sunday night. So it'd be funny how many times we've done that. And we clip them all together and see if like any of them sound the same. You know what I mean?
I 100% think they do because they always start at the same end. I always realise, oh shit, it sounds like last week's.
You throw on something on the end of it.
And then I start moving over across and then I kind of try to bring it back. Never really sounds amazing, but at least it sounds.
How many notes can you play on that thing, you know?
I think there's 10 notes and there's an in and out for both. So 20 notes, I believe.
Oh, you can breathe in on those things, can't you?
Yeah, and then you can combine notes. So you can do like a G and an A or whatever. I don't exactly know how music works. But,
no,
but
neither do I.
That is one of them. Hey, this is the Young Crumbs podcast, by the way. My name's Michael.
My name's Sean.
How have you been, Sean?
Pretty good. What episode number are we up to?
We're up to 54, I believe.
54, eh? The big 5-4. I was about to say 5-0. That's not it.
No.
How was your week, Michael?
We hit a 4 off the 50. Yep. You know, it's a good start into the second half of our innings.
Straight into the next innings. Hoping for the big honey.
We're going to the 100, baby.
Big 100. I got a suggestion from some people that listen. Actually, I don't think they listen, but when we go to the snow for our big boys trip, they said we should record an episode down there while everyone's in the house.
It'll be chaos.
You reckon we could do it or nah?
Halfway through, I guarantee you will hear glass smash.
Yeah.
And it will be someone breaking glasses downstairs.
I think it'd be funny to do. We won't keep it, but I tell you what, it would be funny if we set it up like in the corner of like the house.
Yeah.
And then we just sort of chat, and then like people will just sort of wander around as the night goes on. As it gets a bit more wild. Yeah. It's only an hour.
These mics are pretty good at blocking out sound that is not us. So I think it could potentially work. Yeah. We'll just set up in a corner.
The audio might be pretty bad.
Just let chaos happen around
us.
That's
what I mean. Like we could just listen to it and be like, that was awful. Let's not upload that.
But it might be a short one, like 20 minutes or something.
But it'd be pretty funny because we'd be pretty like cooked as well.
Yeah.
I mean, not cooked, but like, you know, it'd be a bit more
loose.
Or
how about we record a portion of it at home before we go. Have a middle segment of like 20 minutes. Idea. We'll continue the podcast on the holiday for 20 minutes in the house with everyone. And then the last 20 minutes, we'll wrap it up in review of that weekend.
Oh, that's good. I was thinking just first half an hour. Can you imagine listening? Okay. And it's just us just chatting here at home. And then it's like, well, this next bit is us on holidays. It just cuts. And it's just like loud background music. We're going, whoa! Like just doing dumb stuff. You know what I mean?
It's just broken glass and dubstep. Like,
yeah. So we're here. I'll talk about it. Yeah.
It would be good if
And there's like literally like 23 dudes in that house, I think.
It's going to be wild.
It's a big house. So there's plenty of room.
Very, very COVID safe and also very sensible, but
very
wild.
Very wild. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
too.
That was just an idea. I was like, oh look, maybe we might do it. We might not bother. But
we could do it. We say we're gonna do a lot of things on this podcast that never come to fruition. You know?
Getting our own Subway Orders review. Never did that.
Hey, look, we got a new social media manager, and we trusted her, and she hasn't pulled through.
Yep.
So she's on strike one. I've talked to her.
She's right behind you. Michael, she's right over there.
She is in the same room as we're talking right now.
She writes down poo on that thing.
But let me make it very clear.
Yeah, what?
She's on strike one.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Really? How many strikes did I get?
There's 4.
I had at least 7. I was shocking.
You get a strike every week.
Yeah, I do.
What have you been up to this week? What have you done? What's new in our lives, Sean?
Not much.
Not much?
Got a haircut today. I went the other day, and I really liked it.
I did notice that your buzz cut was gone.
You like it?
Yeah.
It grew back so quickly.
Your hair does grow fast, doesn't it?
My hair grows so quick. It was like literally a month ago when I got it all shaved.
That's crazy.
When I did it myself.
Yeah.
And then, like a month later, I was like, yeah, sweet. I buzzed my hair. I can save some money. Nah, a month later, I still need to get a haircut anyway.
Well, you should have just buzzed it again yourself, and that's how you save money.
Yeah, I was kind of over the buzz.
Yeah.
I might go back to it, but it was sort of like, let me just get a normal haircut. And then as soon as I got this, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to do that.
You're not going to go back.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't mind it, but yeah, you know.
Did it make you run faster? Because we played soccer today, and might I say,
do you think it ran me fast?
You're pretty good.
Ran me fast?
You're pretty fit for someone who hasn't played soccer for a while.
Stop it, Michael. No, well, I played...
Especially when you took your shirt off.
No, that didn't happen. That's definitely not happening. No, well, I played like 5-a-side soccer as well.
That's right.
Like it's the key to staying fit. Like I'm left back, so I don't do heaps of running. But definitely the key is the off season. Like if you have some sort of sport to keep you,
it keeps you busy.
Like I had like 2 5-sport teams that I was playing in, like just 5-a-side soccer, It's not as tiring, but it just keeps you sort of there. You know what I mean?
Yep.
But yeah, it's exhausting.
We played pretty well today.
Yeah.
We're not going to hang on it too much because soccer is a band topic.
It's a band topic.
We won. The other team got awfully mad.
They got very upset.
I've got blisters on my feet from the new boots.
Yeah.
I was wearing my boots at camp. I went camping on the weekend. I was away.
Yeah.
I was wearing my boots at camping, trying to break them in a bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, walking around near the fire.
Do people wear 2 pairs of socks sometimes and stuff like that?
Well, I think I'm going to have to for the next coming weeks because it is rough.
Yeah.
I got a mad
I think the
blister on
shoes will be
bottom of my
okay,
foot.
but your blister is what's going to be super annoying. And you're going to be walking on that heaps too, which
luckily I'm on school holidays at the moment.
Oh, you son of a bitch, you are too.
Teachers can
That's
stay,
why you went
stay
away.
at home.
Wow, look at that.
I'm actually going to
clicked it all together.
I'm going to try going to the office, the school, and like do a bit of work there, but yeah, I don't have to be on my feet. So
yeah.
It's lucky.
That is good. What are you going to do for the rest of your holidays?
Work. I'm going to prepare for the school term.
Yeah,
it's a big term this start. We got parent-teacher interviews. We got half-yearly reports. I've got to write a paragraph for each kid that I teach.
Wow,
I teach like 120 kids.
Imagine being that year 12 teacher that has to do what's that like letter of recommendation for like every student. That would have been painful.
Rough.
That would have been really hard.
Well, I'll tell you what you do.
But they get a whole term to themselves.
Yeah.
Screw them.
You can kind of fudge it and just get like a generic template.
Yeah, I think that's what a lot of
change
them
a few
do.
descriptors.
Yeah.
If it's an A grade kid, then you just throw in a few like A grade descriptors like excellent.
You'd have your thesaurus up on the side for sure. Just like typing in what's another word for good? Yes. Excellent.
You know, I was reading a thesaurus the other day. Wasn't very good. It also wasn't very good.
Didn't absorb it.
Get that one?
Did you?
Yeah,
Lyndall, don't.
It took a while to tick over.
Don't encourage him, please. I don't know whether she's laughing at embarrassment or she thought it was actually funny. Can you write down on that page and like just tell us what you think?
Yeah, give us a little sign.
Is it a yes or a no?
Oh,
she has a little.
The scribbles are going down. The Sharpie's going.
No.
What's it say?
It's
ha
ha.
ha. Yeah, that could be sarcastic.
That
you know when
be,
you go ha ha. Yeah,
ha ha. I'm taking it sarcastic because that wasn't very funny.
Yeah, wait till after the podcast. She's probably going to
We've got some wine over here.
Oh, we're going to jump straight into the wine tasting.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So
pressure's on me. I'm scared.
So I'm a quarter Italian. My mum is half Italian and my granddad is full Italian.
Yeah.
And as every nonna and nunu, if anyone has nonna and nunus, they often make their own alcohol wine. So my granddad makes his own wine. We call it Chateau Homebush because he lives in Homebush.
Is that where he makes it in Homebush? It's got a little vineyard outside.
No, he just does it in his backyard. He buys the grapes from the market and just does it in his garage.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't need a vineyard to like.
Oh, okay.
You only need a vineyard to grow grapes.
Yeah.
But you don't.
Like he doesn't want his own grapes.
No. To make the wine, you just got to have a barrel or something.
Really?
And a bit of yeast.
Is that it?
Some acid. You add a bit of acid.
You might be trying Sean Woolno's red wine here soon.
So I pitched the idea to my parents. I was like, we should do a tasting. I should get Sean to taste my grandpa's wine, see what he thinks. Because are you much of a wine person?
I like a bit of wine. I like a bit of red wine.
Do you know anything about wine?
Nah. It's like, that tastes good. That one doesn't taste good.
This might be a new segment that we have that's called Unprofessional Professional Opinions.
Yes.
Where we try something we have no idea about.
And we get very passionate about it.
And we give our expert advice on it.
Non-expert yeah.
So I've got some my granddad's wine. And I told my parents that we're going to do this. Yeah. And they're like, nah, it's got to be a blind tasting.
Yeah.
And we've got to compare it to other wines.
Yeah.
And so I was like, nah, don't worry about it, Mum. It'll be fine. I'll just get Sean to taste my Nunel's wine. It'll be all good.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, don't worry. And they ran to the shops before we started the podcast.
Yeah.
And got us some wine to taste on the podcast. So I'm going to hand you the first one.
So I've got 2 little glasses of wine here to try.
This one's got a little red key ring on it. So that's how we've told them apart.
Ready?
Yep. Oh, he's giving a bit of a sniff.
This is so scary.
Are you getting any sense? What are you tasting? What are you feeling?
It's like ASMR.
Oh, gross.
Okay, cool.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
Let me try the next one.
Okay.
I'll keep my opinions to myself.
Okay. Maybe cleanse the palate. Just like get some air in there. Yep. Okay. This is the second one.
Okay.
Yep. And then I'll just let you pick one to finish off for the podcast, and then I'll have the rest of the other one.
Now, do I guess which one is?
Well, what are each of them like? What were your first impressions?
That one's way more watered down than this one.
The first one you had felt watery.
It was like water and then like grapey, winey, tasty. But this
Okay.
one's like super fruity straight away.
Okay, so we've gone from watery to super fruity.
Yeah. If
Wait,
I had to guess, that
any
one's the
other
store-bought.
Okay. Oh, you reckon the
Yeah.
first one's the store-bought?
I reckon the watered down one is.
You clearly haven't had my granddad's wine. Well, that might be because it's.
Did I get it wrong?
It's sometimes pretty potent. I don't know. I'll have a look. Are we ready?
So you don't know yet.
I don't know what each one's like.
Did I get it wrong, Lyndon?
Yeah.
Oh, you need to try it
Which
now.
one would you?
You need to try it now.
Okay. Oh, do I try it?
Oh,
Okay.
you just read the thing anyways.
Okay. No, you are right.
Yes!
You are right.
Yes!
So the blue one, which is the one that you're holding now, the second one that Sean tried, that was immediately fruity. That's
It's way better.
That's my granddad's homebush.
This is the tasty one.
Yep. And then the red is a Peter Lemon Portrait Shiraz.
How much did that one cost?
I don't know. Probably
I want
pretty
my
cheap.
money back if I bought that one.
My parents don't spend too much on wine.
Um,
Should we chink next to the wine?
You try them both. You try them both.
Try them both?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me
And
try
like,
it.
tell me
Let me
what
find-
you think.
Store-bought first?
So like, yeah. So you're trying the store-bought one. Tell me that's not like a little bit, a little bit watery.
It goes. I
Ish?
think the wateriness that you're thinking of is actually just it being quite a smooth wine that doesn't make you choke.
That one doesn't make you choke. That one's just a bit more
I don't
tasteful,
know.
bit more exciting. Try that one.
It's definitely a bit more.
Like potent. You can
It's
taste
more
it.
potent.
Yeah.
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 Kind of like an undercooked potion.
A what?
I don't
An
know.
undercooked potion.
It's like something that
I haven't had
I'm not. It's actually pretty good. My
I like that one.
granddad. My granddad's not famous for his great wine, but
What?
that's actually quite a good wine for him. So that's good, Nunu. If you're listening, which you're not, but great wine, Nunu.
Good wine, Nunu. Nunu. Yeah, that's tasty. I like that.
Yeah. So Nunu's is pretty good. Do you want to continue with Nunu's?
Yeah, I'll take this one.
Finish it off.
Yeah.
I'll drink
Cheers.
the store-bought stuff.
Give me a little chink there.
Can we do it next to a mic? Ready?
Oh, hang on. Come on.
Come through.
Yeah,
it's
for
pretty
sure
sharp.
that did.
All right.
Chink. Now, if you're at home, grab yourself a wine.
Grab yourself a wine. Join Michael and Sean
Yeah.
on
do
our
it.
wine tasting.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, this probably won't be a recurring segment, mainly
No.
because of the alcoholism.
Yeah. We drink a decent amount of alcohol on this show sometimes. Not like heaps.
We used to, but you've been rejecting my beers lately.
I
You've
don't know.
been saying you don't want one.
I drink way too many beers.
Okay.
In other locations. Like, you know what I mean?
Right.
I rock up to your house hungover, you know what I mean? I'm like,
Yeah,
Michael,
okay.
whoa.
So this is your clean space. This is the space where you,
This is
you go
the
to
space.
recoup.
I don't know. It depends. Sometimes I'm like, oh, yeah. But then other times I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't.
Shouldn't.
Just feel bad.
I've already had 10 today.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, that's what I said before.
That was just to get through the work.
You were like, oh, you want a beer? And I was like, I've already had 3 this afternoon with my friends after the soccer game. It
Yeah.
wasn't like I drank them by myself.
yeah.
But yeah, I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't. And now I'm drinking red wine. So
It's nice though, isn't it?
it's nice red wine.
Warms you up. I feel warm
Yeah.
since having a sip.
Red wine with like a steak dinner is delicious. You know what I mean? Like a wine and puzzle night. Am I right?
The best date idea.
Is it?
I think
Ever.
so. Hey, maybe you should try it, mate.
Maybe one day.
Little inside
little
joke.
inside
Let's
joke.
not talk about it.
Yeah, let's move on.
Pill testing. We've talked about this before.
You reckon?
But we 100% have.
okay.
And we asked our...
Because it came up on my newsfeed the other day, like, you know, how it's like sort of a bit iffy with a lot of people.
Is there another discussion? Because there
I think there
hasn't been a
was.
discussion since festivals stopped.
Yeah. But
Basically.
it's sort of coming back as people are a
Okay.
bit,
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a good idea. And I don't really,
It's a fantastic idea.
I honestly don't see like any downfall of the idea at all. Like if someone listening goes, oh, look, it's a bad reason for this,
Yeah.
I'd really want to know because I can't think of any like bad idea.
Yeah.
Maybe it might encourage the people to take it a bit more, I guess, but wouldn't you want them to do it safely anyways? I don't know.
So...
I hate if we're talking about this and we've already talked about this.
We have
but-
talked about this, but there's some new insight that I read something the other day. I think it's Portugal. I think Portugal did it, or it might have been Spain. Either one.
I
They're
think I
kind
heard
of
about
similar
this as well, yeah.
But
They're kind of similar. They're right next to each other.
They're right next to
so-
each other. They decriminalized all
Yes,
drugs.
I heard about this. Yeah.
So I
think it was Portugal. I'm pretty sure.
So in the last few years, they've decriminalized and like stopped arresting people and putting people in jail for like possessing or doing drugs. Full stop.
Yeah.
And any
All
drug,
of them? All of them?
all drugs,
Every
single drug.
Like if I'm shooting up heroin, they're like, oh, no worries, go for your life.
Yeah,
Wow.
they'll just confiscate it, type of thing. So
they might
if you get caught, I don't think they confiscate it actually, because if you get caught with more than a 10-day supply, So if you're carrying like
a dealer.
If you're carrying, basically like what a dealer would be carrying.
Yeah.
So if you get caught with more than a 10-day supply, then you have to go to a court mandated like drug, you have to meet with basically your GP. So you're like general doctor.
Yep.
And they'll work through a drug plan with you.
Yeah. To stop.
And talk to you about your use and like basically have an appointment to say like, what are you using this for?
Yeah.
And then if they need to, they send you to therapy and rehab.
Yeah.
Right. And drug rates in Portugal have gone from like down about 99% or not something like 95%.
Yeah.
Because they started treating it like a mental illness, like an addiction.
Yeah.
Because that's what it is. Like people that are addicted to drugs often like, it's like a mental illness. They can't control it.
Yeah.
So it went from...
Rather than like throwing them in jail, they actually offer help.
They offer help.
All that money going into like, arresting them and putting them in jail and stuff just goes into like therapy and like, what's that? Like AA meetings or something?
Yeah,
that's Alcohol
like that.
Anonymous,
but
like what's the other word? I don't know, like drug anonymous, I guess. You know what I mean? Like those kind of things.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Crazy how they've gone
just makes sense.
Because they had a really high like rate of drug use.
Yeah.
And now it's basically nil just because they started approaching it differently. Yeah. And it's just like, start doing the same in Australia.
Because you know me and you, we shoot up heroin every weekend.
Also, imagine if the government started like taxing and selling, say, like cocaine.
They'd make heaps.
They could control the dose, so how strong it is.
Yeah.
They could also make sure it's pure and not dangerous for anyone, not as dangerous for anyone. They could make it harder to overdose, right? And maybe,
just maybe,
make a lot of money
make
off
a lot of dollary dues.
Make a lot of dosh because you could charge whatever you wanted.
And they can stop taking my money. Damn the government, man. Down with it all. I used a voucher today, actually, the $25 one.
Oh yeah, I used them too. Not today.
I used mine like for my very first one today.
Yeah,
great idea.
It's a fantastic.
Thanks, Gladys.
Did you spend more than the $25?
Yeah, and it just
that's what they want. They want you spending more money.
Yeah, no, it made sense because I was like, look, I'm getting this palmy, and it's like, how about I get the one that's $3 extra with an extra stuff on it? I'll get some garlic bread. I got a $10 note. Screw it.
Easy as.
Thanks, Gladys.
Yeah. What'd you get, Catherine, from your government as a handout after COVID?
What the hell did you guys get?
Like $600?
Yeah. Man, actually, they got like one. Oh, was it? Oh, yeah, it was $600.
I think so. Something like that.
If you lost your job, did you get
not
any
enough,
money?
Not enough overall.
Flogs.
Yeah.
No,
I'd love to see, you could probably find it somewhere. I'd love to see the dollar amount that we spend on like welfare payments over COVID in terms of like JobKeeper.
It'd be heaps.
It'd probably be in the
billions. Yeah, for sure.
Billions?
Billions.
You reckon the billions?
Easily, yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, actually, billions?
Hundreds of millions.
There's only like 50 million Australians. So what's 50 million times like what? How many did we get each? It's like 6. Well, not us.
You got like 1,400 a fortnight.
Yeah. Well, so that's like...
I don't know.
Yeah, no, it's billions.
Yeah.
Bro, 1,400 times like 50. You add 2 zeros, 3 zeros, 4 zeros. It's easily a billion. Yeah, easily.
Okay, fair enough.
In the billions.
I was about to say,
just
like,
quick maths.
It's probably like hundreds of millions, but then I realized there's only 9 hundreds of millions.
Correct.
And then, you run out
because it wasn't a one-time
payment.
It was like
billions.
It was like literally like 2-3 months, wasn't it, of like people getting
I think it was about
it was a decent amount.
3 months of $1,400 fortnightly payments.
Yeah, something like that.
Which is
and it even continued.
Amazing. It's amazing it pulled through.
Oh,
I was a bit surprised how quickly they turned it around and were like, we'll dish this out.
They needed to.
They would have, and
it's great. It's great that we live in a country like that where they can just go, oh, boom, all right, you all get money. Cool. Everyone's got money. Everyone got money. Because they needed to. Businesses were gonna like die without it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Great idea.
You know what?
What's also a great idea? Pill testing. Anyways, moving on.
So pill testing.
If anyone's listening, that's like, oh, I don't know. Like, if there's another, like, I'm not arguing. I just want to know. Like, is there I don't see there's a downfall to this at all. So for those who don't know what pill testing is, when you go to a festival, they'd have a tent set up.
Yeah.
And people bring their drugs, pills, whatever, and they test them. Yeah. And they go, hey, this is what's in it. You know, what, yada, yada, yada. And sometimes they find ones that...
How clean it is, basically, whether it's going to kill you.
And sometimes they find ones that would have killed someone because it's got something random in it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it happens. So they're like...
So it'll be like, if you think you're taking an MDMA tablet, then you take it to the pill testing and they're like, oh, this has actually got...
this and this and this, or
like
whatever.
Psychedelics in it as well. So you're going to like have a bad time on this.
Yeah.
Then you can decide basically, oh, I don't want to take these kind of dirty drugs.
Correct.
But I think the initial reaction to a lot of, or some people that don't agree with it is that, well, if we enable it, then it increases the use of drugs.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah,
I don't really...
I get that idea that you would think that would happen.
But doesn't.
But everywhere in the world that it's happened has only shown us that it doesn't happen.
No.
Like, if anything, it helps and people realize, oh, shit, maybe I don't want to be putting this in my body, and they'll often throw it out. Because
it's like those people who are on, like, the fence that are like, oh, you know, I wouldn't mind, like, trying something at a festival or something like that. And wouldn't you rather them go there with their own thing, get it tested, make sure they're all good, and then have a good time? Yeah. Or wait till they get there, and then some dude's like, oh, I've got one, and then they have a bad trip, and then they freak out, and then could possibly die.
I've seen people at a festival just collapse in front of me.
Yeah,
and like,
it happens all the time.
Almost, they look like they're having a seizure. And it's just like, bro, this is scary. Like, I don't know what that guy's had.
Nah. I'm sure he doesn't know.
I bet he's probably not feeling great about this experience tomorrow morning.
No.
Like he's, you know,
he might have a bit of
when he wakes up in a hospital.
Bit of a headache after that, I reckon. Mate, how's your head? Did you ask him? Bet you didn't. Bet you didn't even help him.
It's the price of alcohol. It drives us to do crazy things, doesn't it? Like take pills.
Like take pills. Yeah. Well, the alcohol.
Not me, sorry. I want to make it very clear.
Yeah, we only do heroin on this show.
Yes, clearly.
Yeah, well, alcohol at events are very expensive.
Yeah.
But don't do drugs, kids. That's just silly.
I once met someone
That's nice.
That went to schoolies in the Gold Coast.
The way you said that, I was like, we went to schoolies.
Yeah, we went to schoolies, but we went to Fiji for schoolies.
Yeah.
So schoolies is a end of year trip.
So when you finish school,
when you finish high school,
your grade would sort of go somewhere.
I feel like we only explain things like that for Catherine.
For Catherine, I feel like a lot of people listening to this are like, yeah, we know that. Like, it's like, don't explain it.
We're Australian.
Yeah,
Shut
right?
up.
Yeah.
Move on. Hurry up.
We have an American listener. We got to look out for it.
We need to cater for Catherine.
Cater for Catherine. Cater for Catherine.
Cater for Catherine. Hashtag cater for Catherine.
Hashtag cater for Catherine.
But I know someone that went to Queensland. We went to Fiji, but they went to the Gold Coast in Queensland.
Yeah.
And I know someone that didn't take money for alcohol. Instead, they bought a bunch of drugs.
Yeah.
Because it was cheaper.
Oh, it would have been.
It was going to wind up about half the price to just get like munted on drugs every night.
Yeah.
Instead of buy alcohol.
Yeah.
Which is just crazy.
It makes sense.
It's just like, what it
doesn't make sense. Yeah. But like clearly someone's like, oh, I could go out and spend $150 on alcohol, or I can just pay this dude $20 for this one pill and it get me cooked anyways.
For like 4 hours instead of buying 4 hours worth of drinks that cost me $150.
And it's bad because it's like, it shouldn't be that way. You know what I mean?
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be. You shouldn't.
If you're going to provide a vice for someone to have a good time off, it needs to be affordable.
Exactly. That's why I buy Homebush. What is it?
Chateau
Homebush. Cheap wine that is not watered down.
Yeah.
Very tasty.
Auntie Kim, if you're listening, Sean approves.
Auntie Kim, did she make it as well, or did she just
my cousins came and visited recently, and they binged about 4 episodes in the car from Jindabyne to
which ones?
To Sydney.
Hi, Auntie Kim.
Bobby to Bob.
Yep.
Yeah, my cousin that plays PlayStation. So his
Bobby to Bob. I used to play Fortnite with you.
His mum and brother.
Yeah, that's funny.
That's funny. Yeah, which ones? They liked it. So they were grilling me the whole time about my podcast.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, shut up. Leave me alone.
Guys, I'm not that famous.
I'm just ambitious.
Like,
shut
oh my gosh. Which one do they listen to? Because people go like, oh, I'm only up to episode like 12. I'm like, dude, if you want to watch it, like if you want, you don't have to listen to it. But if you are, just jump to the newest one.
Just jump to the newest
ones. Skip all the other ones.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're all good.
There's a lot of shit in there.
Mate, I love every episode. Don't get me wrong. But
I'm not so sure.
But, you know, like it's just like, you know, you don't have to. It's not a TV show.
Yeah.
They don't all link. It's all good.
No.
Don't worry about
it's not canon.
Yeah,
You're not
it's
gonna
not.
miss something.
It's all good. On this episode of
yeah.
What were we talking about? We're talking about pills and stuff, and then you want to talk about something.
Do you reckon you could date a celebrity?
This is a good question because I didn't really put much thought into it.
Yeah, but the more you think about it, the more
that's what I mean.
There's more to unpack.
So you sent me a message in the week. You're like, look, podcast question. Think about this before the episode. You said, could you date a celebrity? Now, what celebrity are we talking? Are we talking like how famous?
I'm not talking Instagram famous with 15,000 followers. I'm talking like
big time.
Imagine, okay, this is a
Give
scenario.
me like a name. Give me like a person.
Ariana Grande.
Okay, like that level of fame.
Yeah, like up there, like high up there.
Yeah, cool.
Because it got me thinking. I was like, why do celebrities only date other celebrities?
Because it's the lifestyle, for sure.
But in about
they're all used to
about 10 minutes, I realized, that's why.
Yeah,
and it's because like you would just say you say I don't know, say you worked at a restaurant and Ariana Grande walked in and you served Ariana Grande and you hit it off and she's like, hey, I like you. You're down to earth. Here's my number. Let's catch a drink. And then she takes...
Would you catch a drink with her? Where do you go?
She's 18.
You couldn't go out.
Yeah, she's 18 for sure.
Oh, yeah, she is. But like you couldn't go out because she can't.
Well, that's the
she
thing.
can't go out.
Yeah, she'd get murdered probably.
What?
For money.
I don't think she'd get murdered.
Sell her body on the dark web.
I think she'd just get like harassed.
Harassed. Okay, well then you say, hey, come to my place for a wine and puzzle night.
But they will follow her. Like, have you heard stories of like...
That's fine.
I watched Zac Efron's Hot Ones episode the other day.
Yeah.
And he was just talking about how he'd like, as soon as he left his house, like cars would just follow him.
Yeah.
And he would drive to like, I don't know, the studio in Hollywood or whatever. And he would like try and drive out another exit to get away from them, but he wouldn't. And they would still follow him everywhere he went. I'm like, that's crazy.
It'd be the worst.
Oh, yeah.
But
like it would suck big time.
So, paparazzi.
But you get some of those millions.
Paparazzi aside.
Yeah.
You're just dating Ariana Grande.
Okay.
You have the privacy of her place or your place.
Like, am I actually or am I dating someone at the level of her? You know what I'm saying?
For argument's sake, if she's not your type, pick someone else.
No, she's my type. She can be my type.
Do you want Cardi B? You can take Cardi B.
I'll take all. No, I don't know.
I'll take both.
Yeah, I think I could. So when you asked that question, I was like, initially I was like, yeah, I could. And I was like, wait. And I was like, oh. And I thought about it a bit. And I said, yeah, nah, I'll still do it.
So the reason is, okay, because would you be willing to quit your job to follow them around?
Yeah.
If it meant if you meant that you had nothing that was yours, you would just be like,
what's the word where like your
company,
not the sugar daddy, but the opposite, where you're
sugar baby,
sugar dude,
sugar broski,
sugar man.
You
know when like the girl's paying for everything?
Yeah.
Whatever. Like you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, their partner. They make more money.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know, because like not that I'm big on my career, but I'd hate to be like just sitting around.
I'd hate to do nothing.
Like you'd just be sitting around doing nothing.
Yeah.
With that person,
and it's like, well then
you'd just be going on tours.
Exactly.
And like going to parties, and that'd be great. And so then it'd be like, all right, I just want to go work on my local grocery store. You know what I mean?
Imagine if Ariana Grande started dating like a local Target worker.
Yeah. No, it'd be tough because it's like imagine like a Friday night and the boys are like, oh yeah, I'm going to because you'd become a bit of a celebrity as well because people would find out.
You would.
And you'd be like, oh, come over to my house or whatever, and you'd start getting followed. Imagine if you know, or your mates like, hey, bring your girlfriend. Then it's like, I don't know if I can because like you'll get paparazzi at the front of your house.
I think she's performing tonight at ANZ Stadium.
Yeah. I'll come after.
I'll come after.
Wear a kick-ons.
Kick-ons at Kudos Bank?
Kick-ons at Homebush Nonos house.
Yeah.
For some wine and dine.
Go to Nonos house.
Imagine bringing Ariana Grande to like your family like dinner for like Christmas.
Your grandparents that have no idea who she is.
Yeah.
Oh, that must be great.
That'd be the biggest flex.
That'd be awesome.
Imagine rocking up. You got Gucci shoes. You got like a Lambo pulling up.
I think the reason I picked Ariana Grande was because I was watching a thing the other day of like some guy on a red carpet and he had some like special camera that like zooms in on a robot arm.
Oh yeah,
I've seen that. And she does one. Really
cool, yeah.
And she does one, and at the end of it, she's like, "Oh, this was great. I didn't catch your name though." And then he tells her like he's unknown. He's just he's just a cameraman or photographer. And then she goes, "I'm Ariana," and introduces herself like he didn't already know.
Yeah.
And it just must be so weird everyone knowing you.
Yeah.
But the thing
it is a bit weird, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Everyone knows. Like, you wouldn't need to introduce your girlfriend, really.
But it seems so nice that she still went, oh, I'm Ariana. Because, like,
it sounds pretty down to earth.
Yeah. Because, like, you could easily be like, oh, yeah, you know who I am. Like, I don't know. But she's like, oh, I'm Ariana.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Wow. I can't believe that's my girlfriend.
Look at her go.
Hey, if she's
on
listening.
that camera.
Hey, that's the future mother of my children.
I was thinking, though, if you went to an event, say you were invited to like a gather.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a gather of people you don't really know? You know one or two people.
Yeah.
But you go anyway to meet some other people.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, get my girlfriend come, I'm hanging out with her. And they're like, yeah, sure, bring your girlfriend. And you rock up, even though you were first invited to that event.
Yeah.
You're now known to everyone new in that party that didn't already know you as Ariana Grande's boyfriend.
Exactly.
You're always going to be an attachment.
That's cool.
You're never going to be the main event.
That's all right.
You don't want to be the main event?
I am the main event when I rock up and I'm Ariana Grande's boyfriend, as if that's not a flex already.
But
is
Is it Ariana Grande the main event? You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. But if I'm rocking up, let's say I'm rocking up without her.
Okay.
And they're like, oh my God, that's the boyfriend.
That's Ariana Grande's boyfriend.
And you're like, yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
I'm about to go hang out at a mansion after this. I just rocked up in a Bentley. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is cool.
Nah.
For a bit.
For a bit.
But then it would get bad. I totally get what you're saying. Like, I get, like, initially, it's like, oh, yeah, this is great. But then it's like, oh.
Imagine you started dating her.
Yeah.
And the headlines the next day are like, who's this mysterious new boyfriend that Ariana Grande's dating?
Who's this handsome fella?
And then it comes out that you're just a nobody.
Yeah.
You're just a regular
dude who makes a podcast.
A regular dude that has a very small... It would be great for the podcast though, wouldn't it?
It would. You know what? I'll make the sacrifice, Michael.
Look, I'm taking... You need to aim up here when it comes to partner.
I got to shoot a bit higher?
We need to start marketing.
I got to start shooting some DMs. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, imagine you're like dating her for like a couple of years. You break up, and then she just makes a hit song about you, about like just dumping on you.
Yeah.
Just shitting on you. Be like, yeah, he was a horrible boyfriend. You're like, are you kidding me? And then your life is ruined. And then forever, you're known as Ariana Grande's ex-boyfriend. And they're just blasting that song. Next time you're at a party, hanging out, oh yeah, this is hectic. I'm finally single. This is sick. They play that song while everyone's dancing.
Well, that's like that, hectic. The comedian guy.
Oh, he's funny.
What's his name?
That's
who's the guy Ariana Grande used to date? Pete Davidson. He's funny. Have you seen his like skit about it? Yeah, he has a bit on Netflix, on his Netflix special about it. It's
pretty funny.
He points out some things that are a bit like, this wouldn't be acceptable. Yeah, like in any other situation. Yeah, like she can't just. He just mentioned that the whole thing is so uncomfortable. Basically, he talks about one part where she came out afterwards, after their breakup, and she was like, the relationship wasn't like fantastic or whatever. And then she said something like, but he had a nice dick. And he was like, what? Like that's so uncomfortable, because now there's an expectation of every person that he ever meets that he has a nice dick. Like you can't have a future relationship. Yeah. And then it also is like weird, because imagine if he said the same thing. Yeah, he's like, weird. Yeah, nice tits though. Yeah, and it just wouldn't work. No, it would just be, he would be torn apart.
Yeah, he would. Just like, be cancelled.
Tell you what, men have it tough.
Yeah, we do. It's hard. It's hard. No, because I saw one of the specials from his thing where he's talking about. Remember that song came out and it was like, I don't think it was about him, but there was a song that came out that like mentioned him.
There is songs about him, I think. Yeah.
And he's like talking about how like when they first broke up, all his friends are like, it's all good, don't worry about it, don't worry about it. And then the song came out and they're like, look, the song's pretty good though. Like it's pretty catchy.
Sorry, man, it's a clapper.
Yeah. And he's like, damn it. Yeah, I mean they have a downfall, but you know,
it would just be so public too. You couldn't do anything.
No, that's what I mean. You couldn't do anything.
It'd be terrible.
But like,
I wouldn't do it.
But she's like A-list level celebrity, like high. Yeah. Maybe it's like someone a bit lower. Maybe it's like, I don't know.
Who's like a B-list celebrity?
I don't know.
I don't know. You don't know any B-list celebrities. Okay, let's talk social media realm.
Talk about like, what about
Natalie Noel, the David Dobrik's assistant in the Vlog Squad?
That would still be pretty bad. Natalie. I feel like that'd be worse than Ariana Grande.
Really?
Because they'd be like more like
younger
fans.
Crazy fans. Yeah, like crazy like social media fans. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that'd be a bit strange.
Probably come to your house and murder you.
Yeah, exactly. Like real strange.
Pizza with
and then people with like cameras in your face.
Yeah. Yeah. David Dobrik's. You're there. Yeah. You come over for the first time and he's waiting there with a camera behind the door.
He's like waiting there.
Ready to vlog you.
And then someone's brought over a bottle of whiskey and you're like, what the hell's going on here? Yeah. And then Dom walks in. You're like, what?
Whoa,
you know what I mean?
Dom. Put your pants back on.
We shouldn't joke about that. That's very
Wow, that's really rough.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
you're like, sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys.
Oh, yeah, you want to move on? That's a good topic, though. Like, let us know what you guys think.
Could you date a celebrity?
Yeah. Like, imagine if it was just like a Fox sports, like, reporter. Like, some people know or something, but she's not, like, high up.
Yeah,
and you're like, yeah, this could work.
A weather woman.
Yeah. Like people might be like, oh yeah, you're like, maybe you might come up in the news, maybe it's the papers once or twice.
Maybe.
But like you're pretty B-list.
One person I could never date is someone that goes into politics.
Oh yeah, that'd be rough.
That'd be rough.
Yeah,
especially if they're hated.
You'd be under the fire as well.
Yeah,
you'd be under the spotlight.
It's not my job.
Time.
Like I don't know about this.
Yeah, I just want to. Yeah, don't look at me.
You know, my partner doesn't come to my job and tell me how to teach.
They'd have to be like crystal clean. Yeah, that'd be too hard.
I was looking at this red wine and I thought that looks a bit red, and it got me thinking.
Stop.
About Lil Nas X's blood shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What can you tell me about those, Michael?
I can't tell you anything. You've got to...
No, so he came out with I forgot it happened a while ago. I forgot to mention it last week. But I thought it was pretty funny. So he made like a music video and it was pretty like graphic with him being like, cause he's gay and stuff.
Right.
Not that he's doing anything like that, but it was like, I don't know, I didn't watch it, but it was like pretty like him with the devil and stuff.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And it got people pretty upset. And he also dropped these shoes at the same time. So they're you know the shoes that you bought me for my birthday?
Yeah.
Those ones?
Okay.
All
so
black, and it's got like red tick.
So they're Nike Air Maxes.
Yeah. And it's got like where that air bubble is, it's like red. And it's got a little bit of blood in it. I don't think it's all blood. I think it's got like a little bit of blood in it.
Right.
And they're like they were like I think they were worth like $1,000 each, like a pair.
Not $666?
Oh, actually no, maybe they were $660. I don't remember.
That would make sense.
Because
it was like devil themed.
So I think they only made like maybe they only made 666 pairs, but it was like really low.
Right.
And yeah, basically he released the shoes.
Yep.
Same with the song, and heaps of people got really upset about it because they're like, this is promoting the devil. You know what I mean? Like, what the hell? Well, and then because it's not actually Nike who made them; it was another brand.
Yeah.
Who like customized shoes.
Right.
So like they're getting sued for like infringing on Nike's brand.
Right.
And stuff like that. But it's funny because like a while ago, not that, I think it was like 6 months ago, that company released the exact same shoes, all white, but it had holy water in the bubble.
Nike did?
No, like the brand that makes the devil shoes made the
Right.
same shoe,
Okay.
but holy water in it instead.
Isn't that just regular water that you lie about being holy?
Yeah, but it's like people weren't upset about that, and then now it's got like the devil in it, and they're all like, oh,
It's 'cause
and
the
like
devil's
heaps of
bad.
people are like, you won't ever see me wearing Nike ever again, and then Nike's like, well, this wasn't us, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
And they're like trying to sue the company for
Interesting.
infringement.
That's
I guess.
crazy that that's even a thing. Being able to re-release shoes and like sell them. I guess they're just customs in a way.
Yeah,
aren't
they're
they
just customized shoes.
They're
They
just
can do whatever they
customized
want.
shoes.
Like if you buy a pair of shoes,
Can Nike
you-
shut down
No, they can't.
customizing shoes?
Nah, they can't do that. No way.
No?
Like if you buy something and you like, I don't know, do something to it, it's yours. Like it's yours, and you resell it. Unless you
But
can't.
if you're selling it as like a Nike branded item and it doesn't fall in line with their views.
But it's not theirs.
You could paint it with like bits of sweat and be like, oh, this is a homage to the sweatshops that these were created in.
And they're like, not happy about that.
Yeah. Every dollar spent on these shoes goes straight back to the
Go straight in my pocket.
go straight in my
Nowhere
pocket,
else.
not back to those
Not
sweatshop
back to those
kids.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Pretty funny.
I think it's a bit weird that anyone's allowed to release their own. See, the thing is, a small artist buying a bunch of shoes and getting some markers out and drawing some like pretty flowers or a cool design on some shoes and selling one of a kind items.
Yeah.
That's one thing. That's fine. Like anyone can sell custom shoes.
Yeah.
But doing it on a mass production
But it's
level,
not mass. It was only like
it's still enough that has
yeah.
there's a marketing team behind it and there's lots of money to be made.
Yeah.
But it's not in association with Nike.
Yeah.
So I'm surprised that was ever allowed, even the holy water ones.
Yeah.
I'm surprised Nike wasn't shutting it down immediately.
Yeah.
It seems like they only want to shut it down now because it's bad publicity.
Yeah, that's exactly what
That's
they're trying
so
to do.
dumb.
It's not really like I just think it's more interesting why it really matters. Like it's just shoes with some blood in it. I think it's kind of cool. I never buy them.
I think it's about the symbolism.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
It's about the devil.
Yeah.
I sometimes forget.
I was like, who cares?
I sometimes forget, but America has a lot of religion tied up in it.
Oh, heaps.
They're a huge Christian population.
But see, the thing is, they released
it's way more in your face than Australia as well.
Like they released the shoes, and it was great marketing because I bet he knew like, oh, people are gonna hate this because it's got like, you know, it's to do with the devil and whatever.
Yeah.
And it just gave him extra publicity when people were like, oh, what the hell are these shoes? And then it's like, oh, what are these shoes? And it just now a lot more people know about it than they like. I would have never known about it until I heard about everybody getting upset about it, and I was like, oh, okay.
Because it gets everyone talking.
Yeah, and they
So then
sold They sold out in like 30 seconds or something like that.
Because everyone's like, it's got this huge event and this publicity stunt attached to it. It'll go up in value when it become a collector's item.
Exactly, yeah.
See, it's so weird.
Makes sense. Like, you'd probably, like, they'd buy it and then people would probably resell it again and get more money for it again. But, yeah, I don't know.
That's crazy.
Interesting.
What do you think of people that buy things and resell, like, buy things that are exclusive and try and resell them for money? Do you think it's like a viable hustle, or do you think those people are just annoying?
I mean, it's definitely viable hustle. Like, they'd get money for it for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I think there's a difference between buying something in bulk and selling it individually, like as a thing. Like, that's cool. People do that all the time.
That's a business.
But if it's like something that's like, I don't know,
say
like
you're waiting outside a Gucci store for a new
like
drop.
Something that's a bit more.
I think it's
even then, those shoes I think are okay. But something that's a bit more like harder to get your hands on. That like every no, not I don't want to say normal people, but like average people would want.
Yeah.
Then I find that a bit annoying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like a PlayStation 5.
Yeah, like if people bought like 3 PlayStation 5s and sold them for hire, I'd just be a bit annoyed. Don't you reckon?
We know someone that did that.
Yeah.
Can I say this? Because I just think it's so pathetic.
Don't say the name.
Okay, I'm not going to say the name.
Yeah.
But, no, it's probably too private. What? Never mind. No, I was going
to
say. Maybe.
You want to pause it?
Yeah, we just paused and discussed it. We're not going to mention those details.
We discussed it with our social media manager, and she said, "Nah, that's a dumb idea."
So look, unless you want HR on the case.
Look, it was a funny story. But,
it is. It's incredibly sad.
Incredibly sad.
But
we're not going to explain it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sad for like cringy reasons.
Yeah.
But
we're not going to explain it.
Yeah.
We're not Maybe we will. No, we're not. No,
anyways. So yeah, people that resell stuff. It's just like scalpers are annoying.
Yeah, that's what I'd call it. I'd call it scalpers because you can buy things and resell them. Like that's definitely a thing. Like that's totally cool.
Yeah.
But like I think scalping and like purposely buying more of things like to purposely, I guess, make it more expensive. I guess when something's a bit more common, like a PS5. Yeah. Like cool. Get those exclusive shoes. Get 2 of them. Get 3 of them. That's cool. Like that's a thing. Yeah. But I don't know when it comes to PS5s, that like your common average person probably wants more than a random shoe. It's just a bit strange.
And I think that's the thing. It's the difference between, say, like an item that is a collector's item. Like a PS5 isn't a collector's item.
No, it's not.
It's just a regular item that you're. It's like hoarding
technology.
Toilet paper.
It's like hoarding like iPhones
to resell it. Yeah,
it's like
it's just no.
It's common.
Yeah, it's like who cares?
It's a bit silly,
but. By hoarding things that people will like intentionally seek out to add to their collection of things.
Correct.
And I guess that's fine. I don't get the whole like the sneaker collecting and like the exclusive t-shirt collecting and things like that. Like
Gucci, shoes, like
Gucci dropping a bunch of like
I've never bought
branded clothes.
Like I like shoes sometimes, but I don't have enough money to buy really nice ones. And those really, really nice ones that people collect, I don't really get them either because I think they look cool, but it's like I'm not going to spend $800 on a pair of shoes that I probably wouldn't even want to wear because I'll just depreciate in value anyways. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. It depends. Sometimes like there's some nice shoes like, I wouldn't mind those. But no.
It's kind of like a good lesson in economics.
Yeah,
it's like if demand goes up,
if the supply's restricted.
Yeah, supply's restricted.
There's not a lot to go around.
Yeah.
The price of it will go up.
Yeah.
Let's release a shoe.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that?
That's how you teach economics. Through sneakers.
We totally let's just buy like 5 pairs of Converses and then just get like our artist buddy who like helped us out.
Oh, yeah.
Draw like
customize them.
Draw like faces on it or something.
Little giveaway, maybe.
Resell it. Put some blood in it too.
Oh, resell it. Okay.
Our own blood.
My mind went to giveaway and yours like, we'll make money.
Bank. I'm talking $500 each. And then we'll just like inject our blood into it somewhere. Yeah,
we'll auction them off.
Yeah.
At Menai Park. Meet us there.
We'll like prick our fingers and rub blood on it or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
I'm going to do like a, in Castaway when he puts his handprint on it.
Let's do that.
What's the ball's name?
Wilson.
Yeah.
Why don't we do that? But like, say you have to do a handprint like that. How are you going to get your own blood in your hand? Are you pricking your finger and like slowly spreading the blood out or something?
I don't know.
Or are you just going to stab your hand? How do you draw blood? Like, I don't know.
Like a decent amount of blood as well.
I wouldn't want to cut the ends like my actual hand where it closes because like it would take forever to heal.
In movies, whenever they need like a blood sacrifice to lift a curse, they always slit the palm, and I'm like, what an inconvenient place to slit.
I'd rather do the outside of the palm, like
do the tops. Like, I guess there's veins there, so it's a bit less.
A bit more risky.
I'd probably just do like a small cut vertically.
Yeah, I'd probably just do
along like the meaty part of your forearm.
I'd be too scared. Like if someone's like, "Hey, you got to cut yourself here," I'd be like, "Ooh." Like I couldn't do it.
Look, I know self-harm's like a real thing that people go through, but you must be battling so many instincts.
Yeah,
when to actually cut yourself, it must be so. It must be such a hard thing to do.
I'd rather just get my friend just to be like, all right, quickly, just cut it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just make it quick.
Yeah. Yeah. What were we talking about before we started talking about drawing blood?
People scalping stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, custom shoes.
Yeah,
with our blood on it.
With our blood on it.
Yeah.
Look, guys,
I'm gonna get my blood and draw. I do a 666.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
The 6th day of the 6th month.
We actually need to like make merch or something.
Yeah, we said we would ages ago. I actually saw some Rocket League, right? Video game Rocket League. There's some YouTubers that play it, and they did a collaboration with Champion.
Yeah.
It's like Champion's a big brand, and these like small YouTubers did like a collaboration with them for the next Rocket League tournament. So they're going to be sold at the Rocket League tournament.
Not to
pretty crazy.
Not to poo in your idea or all.
Yeah.
But you can buy like Champion hoodies like in bulk and then print your own stuff on it. So it's like you can do X Champion, but it's not really like a collaboration. You just bought bulk Champion hoodies.
They don't do that. It's on the Champion website. Like it's a proper collaboration.
Wow, really?
Yeah, they've made it.
We can do it.
That's
we gotta be sending out some emails. You know what I mean?
Maybe how much are bulk Champion hoodies?
Like they're like you have to buy a decent amount,
right?
But like they're quite cheap.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, for a hoodie, like hoodies are quite expensive.
Yeah.
I'd say if you bought in bulk, they'd be like $30 each.
Yeah.
$40 each.
A fair bit.
And then once you buy more, and then you have to put your own thing on it, you'd end up charging like $70.
That's pretty expensive.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a guy I work with.
Yeah.
Right, and he's 35, I think.
Yeah.
But he said when he was young, about my age, back in the day before he started teaching, he's really into like graphic design.
Yeah.
And he used to design t-shirts.
Yeah.
And he used to design and print them and then iron on print t-shirts. And it was back in the day where you could just go around to like a bunch of little boutique stores.
Yeah.
And sell your product straight to them to say, hey, can I put these on your shelves and you buy them off me and then you sell them or whatever.
Yeah.
And he made $110,000 in the span of a year and a bit, right? Doing this until it eventually became unviable. So he kind of got in at the very end of like this.
What boutique stores is he going to?
Well, this is the thing. He's like he said back 20 years ago, or when he was a teenager, there wasn't every clothing store you went to wasn't a Cotton On or a City Beach.
It was like like a local just
they were often just in the city, like local clothes shops that would take on local artists and like local t-shirt makers' clothes.
Yeah.
Like you didn't have to be a brand like Billabong or whatever to end up in one of these shops. If I walked into Cotton On now and said, hey, do you reckon you can put these shirts in here? I made these shirts. They'd be like, no, sorry, you got to get in touch with like our marketing at head office and then distribute it to all stores. Like you can't just do that anymore.
I feel like you got to go to a specific store. Like Cotton On's different because Cotton On's literally all Cotton On. Like they don't have other brands. It's just Cotton On.
Yeah. Okay. Well, say City Beach.
Say if you go to like Glue's like Tommy, like Stussy. They have like their own brand in it.
Yeah.
But like I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what like if someone does it now.
Because
if someone went into like one of those big stores and said, "Hey, look, I've got these hoodies that I make.
Yeah.
What do you think? Like if you just bought them off me and sold them?"
Well, it wouldn't be a Glue store because you can't just do that with Glue store. They have deals with all their clothing brands to like be there and have the shelf space.
Make a deal with me.
But so unless you find like these small boutique stores that do their own stuff, you can't do it. So he kind of got in at the end of this era where all these places were shutting down in favor of like more branded stuff that's a bit cheaper to produce and buy and sell.
Yeah.
And so he just kind of got forced out and it became too much effort to move around to all these spots now that are in very different locations rather than being focused on, just the city.
Yeah.
And it was just, but he made heaps of money. He's told me he once got in a fight, or almost got in a fight with a guy in the city because he walked past him wearing his t-shirt design. Like, it was quite popular. He sold 100 grand's worth.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey, nice t-shirt. And the guy thought he was arcing up at him, calling him a loser, a loser or gay for wearing that colorful t-shirt.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I actually designed it. And he's like, oh, cool, thanks, man.
If someone goes, hey, nice shirt, my last reaction would be, hey, let's fight.
Yeah.
Like, how are you wording that?
I don't know.
You're going, hey, bro, nice shirt. Or is it like, hey, bro, nice shirt?
Nice shirt, you loser. Wait, no, I designed it.
I just hate that design. It looks
wasn't
ugly.
me. It wasn't me.
Yeah.
But I went camping.
Yeah. Again.
I just want to tell you all about the food I ate.
Again?
Because we talked about the food last time.
Yeah, okay.
And this time we got the camp oven out, which is just a big cast iron pot.
Yep. What'd you make this time, you guys?
Leg of lamb.
A leg of lamb?
Leg of lamb.
A leg of lamb.
I'm your co-host. Don't ask.
I know you didn't cook shit. I'm looking at her.
No, I put it on.
Really? Full on?
A little bit.
A little bit. goes back a bit.
So leg of lamb, some veggies, just marinated in some olive oil, garlic, and rosemary.
Delicious.
Sounds Camp
great.
food just hits different.
Does it?
Something about cooking food on like a disgusting like barbecue plate that's been sitting over a fire gathering like
extra grease,
coals, and it's just like it hasn't been properly cleaned.
Nature,
it's just kind of been scraped.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Just
it's all those extra.
You pour a bit of water at the end.
Bit of nutrients.
Yeah. I'm sure it's healthy.
It just hits different.
What else did you eat?
Just hits different. Lots of chips and salsa. We bought some big corn chip packets. There's a place near us that sells these like huge bags.
Costco.
Fantastic. They're circles too, so they don't break when you put it in your dip.
Is it Costco?
No, it's called Panetta. It's at Kiwi.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wait, whereabouts? You told me where it was. It was in South Village.
Next to Coles, yeah.
Near Guzman's, yeah.
They have some good stuff.
You ever been to Costco?
Yeah. How good's Costco?
Costco is hectic.
Yeah,
I went there like ages ago, and like it's just like everything you want, but more. Like I didn't buy anything. All I bought was like this there's these muesli bars that I really like.
Yep.
And I saw them there. And they usually come in like packs of 6. It was like 18 in one box.
18?
It was like 18. It was like reasonably priced, and I got it. I was like, hectic. I'm buying this.
What's 18? Like 3 days worth of muesli bars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot. That's good.
They usually only last me one day.
They just have like, and they have clothes and stuff there too. They have a full tech setup. Have you been to the one like around like our area?
Costco?
Yeah.
What's our area though?
Oh, well, not our, like the one.
40 minutes away, isn't it?
No, it's only Kasula. It's like, I guess it's a half an hour drive.
Yeah.
But I drive pretty quick, bro. You know me.
Do you have an account? Do you have a membership?
No, I didn't. Is
this your mum?
No, I went with a
So no one in your... Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it was pretty good.
Okay.
They full have petrol and stuff there too.
They have petrol?
They have a petrol place you can go to. It's like probably a little bit cheaper. Probably like a couple cents cheaper.
Right. So it's a
station. If I lived closer, bro, you pick up a membership, you go there, fill up your car, get like heaps of groceries.
Right.
Like just everything you need, just bigger. Like literally just heaps of stuff.
Actually, if you
eggs. Everything. Did I mention everything's bigger?
Heaps of eggs.
Heaps of eggs.
They're ostrich eggs.
They're
physically larger.
You don't get more smaller eggs. You just get one big egg. And you're like, wow, this is a big egg.
Which accounts for about 30 small eggs.
Wow, this is a big egg.
You're eating omelets.
Yeah, they've got it like full tech set up. You can't buy bigger phones, but they have the phones and stuff there.
Yeah.
And they've got crazy. Like full like a clothing setup as well of all like just this bulk clothing. Like they have proper brands and stuff there too.
Yeah,
it was really really nice.
I wonder why they have a membership. Surely they would make so much more money if anyone could just go and buy things, right?
No, I think they make a bit like because they buy it, the bigger obviously the cheaper it is like to make, and that's why it's obviously cheaper to buy. But I feel like they like subsidize a little bit by having that membership a little bit. Right. They just make that little bit extra to put them over.
Yeah.
Like with the petrol and stuff, you know what I mean? You can't bulk buy petrol. So they were like, look, let's introduce a membership.
I don't know. I feel like if you rocked up with a real big tank, I'm talking
huge.
Imagine a ute, but just the back is all tank.
Wow. That's a big tank.
And it's bigger than the car. It's about a meter by 2 meters squared.
Wow. You know, how do you drive that with that much?
It's a big tank.
It's got a big old wagon.
Do you think they would say anything if you just started pumping out fuel at $1.16 and then you started slinging it off at $1
I get what you're saying now.
Say $1.30 when it's at $1.45.
See, I don't think the price is that much difference. I think if you went to that much effort, I don't think you'd make any money. But I like the thinking. I tell you, it would be hilarious.
Yeah.
If you rock up to your local petrol station and just, like you said, a huge tank, and then just start pumping up the tank with the petrol, just regular filling it up, and you just empty the tank you just empty the petrol all into the tank.
At what point do you think they would tell you to stop?
Yeah, they'd be like, dude, you gotta save some for other people. Nah, bro, I'm bulk buying this. Can you make a deal out of this?
Well, it's cheap. Well, it's cheap. I'll resell it. Undercut you.
That's genius.
That's what I said at the beginning.
Yeah, but I thought you were talking about Costco. Are you just talking about
any petrol station? I guess you could do it.
Well, we should have done it in COVID when it was like $1.08 to
It was really cheap.
It was really cheap, yeah. And then we should have. Are we stupid or what? We just talk shit about reselling, and we're like, let's resell petrol.
Petrol stations. I learnt this while I worked at a petrol station.
You worked at a petrol station?
They make basically no money off of fuel.
Yeah.
For every litre that's pumped, they make 0.001 cent or something like that. The markup on fuel is not for the petrol station to it's all the stuff. It's just the cost of fuel at the time.
It's the vapes they sell inside.
Yeah. So they make all their money off of off of the Gatorade that someone buys with their fuel or whatever.
The traveller pies.
Yeah.
And the sushi.
It's crazy how you can operate a store like that.
Yeah.
Just
straight off that kind of stuff.
Yeah, basically off.
Well, they have a lot of it makes sense. Like a lot of stuff on the shelf that you don't really need to doesn't go off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Soft drinks and stuff. And then eventually someone's going to need it. Someone's going to be like, just go to the servo and get, Like the other day I had to get a charger. My charger broke, it snapped. And I needed to get a charger. So I had to go to the petrol station and get one. It was like $30, but I had to do it.
Sometimes you just got to do it.
You pulling up a Subway order?
I am pulling up a Subway order.
All right.
So our Subway order this week is we've only got about 2 left.
Yeah. So we have to make a rank soon.
We will.
Remember we're going to talk about that?
We'll go back through it. In some of the posts, it says whose Subway's order's been reviewed.
Yeah.
We'll kind of have to go through and listen.
We'll just listen to the last 10 minutes of the last 10 episodes or something.
Yeah, easy. No worries.
Yeah, just do it.
It'll go quick.
Can you do it for us? Thanks, man. You're on holidays.
We only have about 2 left. A lot of them were silly answers, so we're kind of skipping over those.
Yeah, guys, seriously.
So we have 2 left, one from Curtis, one from Daniel. I figured we'll do Curtis's this week.
Yeah.
And next week we'll do Daniel's. And then the final week of Subway order review.
We'll get ours reviewed.
In the closing of this segment, we'll put our Subway order out to you guys. And you guys will grill us on it.
Yeah.
And then we'll review some of it.
Wait, are we going to put up ours now?
No, we'll do it in 2 weeks' time.
Okay.
So, yeah, it'll be part of an episode in 3 weeks.
She just gave you some evil eyes. I don't think she likes that idea.
Lyndall's setting a reminder. Did you just put it up?
Wait, how are we going to do it?
How are you going to... Really?
Wait, what did she do?
I don't know. Lyndall's looking like she just put up a post about our Subway orders, but never mind. So we're doing Curtis's first. Right? Curtis's. Yeah. So Curtis, he's got a little bit of a...
I swear we did Curtis's, but explain it and I'll...
We've done it. He's got a little listener mail attached to it, so I'll read the whole thing.
Go for it.
Guys, hey guys, haven't listened in a while. This was sent on the 16th of March, by the way. No.
What?
Yeah, 16th of March, by the way.
This was a month ago.
This is a month ago.
Oh,
I replied to him.
Sorry, mate.
Yeah. But anyways, he says, thanks guys. Hey guys, haven't listened in a while, but got to listen to all the episodes and I missed while helping my partner move on a 5-hour drive from Sydney. Thanks for keeping us entertained on the drive. My Subway order is, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Italian herb and cheese, foot long.
Okay.
Buffalo chicken with mozzarella toasted.
Buffalo chicken?
I didn't know they did buffalo chicken.
What the hell's a buffalo chicken?
Buffalo, chicken wings.
Yeah, I get that.
But it's
I didn't think they did that.
You have never seen a buffalo crossed with a chicken?
No.
Tiny legs.
Have you seen one?
Tiny legs, big buffalo.
Big old buffalo. That's why they're so easy to catch. So they can't walk.
Yeah, that's it. Easy to farm.
Mm-hmm.
With lettuce, tomato, Spanish onion, and capsicum. Depending on how I feel, I either get garlic aioli if I want to be a bit more mild in spiciness. Garlic aioli if you want it to be a bit more mild in spiciness, or if I want it to be a bit more spicy, I add Chipotle Southwest sauce. Quick opinion, I don't think either of those are spicy at all. Also, the best cookie are the raspberry cheesecake ones. Thanks again for keeping me entertained on the long drives and for making great content. Thank you, Curtis, for sending that. That's so lovely to read. He said, oops, also forgot to add bacon and avo on my Subway order.
Wow.
So the final order is buffalo chicken with mozzarella, toasted, right?
Yep.
On Italian herbs and cheese bread with lettuce, tomato, Spanish onion, capsicum, bacon, and avocado. And then he adds either garlic aioli or Chipotle Southwest.
We've got a review from the sideline. Lyndall's just written down a fat 3 out of 10.
I think this is good.
Wow.
I think this is good.
I think she's just upset because hers got a 4.
Yeah. Yeah, Lyndall is a bit cut. Yeah. Sean and Lyndall are giving each other the finger.
That's all good. We'll review it again next week.
I think this is high.
Buffalo chicken, man. What the heck, bro?
I think it's a good select.
What Subway you going to, Curtis? I want to go to that one.
He lives in... No, not really. Northwest Sydney.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
The North Shore people. They're into buffalo chicken.
He's not quite North Shore. He's Blacktown.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's west. That's not even north.
Yeah, but it's pretty far up there. Pretty far north.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Have you looked at a map before?
No, not once.
Never mind. So yeah, I think this is high. This is high in my opinion.
What are you going to give it? Like a 7?
I think an 8.
You're kidding. An 8?
Buffalo chicken, that's different. That's unique.
It's got capsicum on it.
Yeah, that's fine. With mozzarella toasted, okay, that's fantastic so far. Italian herbs and cheese bread, perfect. All right. Lettuce, tomato, Spanish onion, capsicum. And he adds bacon and avocado. It's like a BLT. Wow. It's like a BLT. It's a CLT.
It's a CLT.
Chicken, lettuce, tomato.
Bacon.
And CBLT.
CBLT. An A. CBLTA.
And
chicken, bacon, lettuce, tomato, avo.
Don't forget the capsicum, Spanish onion.
Look, I'm going to give it like a 5. I feel like it's such a safe answer. But it's a 5 because have you ever had bacon at Subway?
Yeah. It's not crispy. I haven't.
It's not crispy. They put it in the microwave to heat it up. It's heated up bacon. That's all it is. Okay.
Can you get it toasted? Curtis? Can you get it toasted and it crisps up a bit?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. They put it in a microwave. That's what they do.
Oh, it brings it down. I was picturing some like lovely crispy bacon.
Like, do they have a barbecue there? They don't. They throw it in the microwave to heat it up. Michael, come on.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you're right.
I haven't had it before. I've seen it before, and I'm like, that doesn't look nice. And then the avo, we've talked about it before. They put a lot of avo on these damn things. I'm knocking this down. I
like to think I'm my own person, but you're doing an awful good job at convincing
I actually
me.
have never. I don't think our local one has capsicum. I don't think I've ever had capsicum on a Subway before.
It does have capsicum. It's green, not red.
What? That's criminal.
You sounded like an...
like an Ewok?
No. Is it an Ewok? Yeah, an Ewok. You sound like an Ewok.
Sound like...
Wow! That was Luigi.
I sound like R2-D2 falling. Oh, that one wasn't very good.
That was very good.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna give it a 5.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it's still good. I like everything. Capsicum's a bit questionable, and I don't like bacon there. That's all I'm saying.
Look, I think if some of those flavors were at their best, I think it's definitely an 8. But
I think when we eat our Subway order,
because the quality of Subway, I think maybe a 7. Let's split the difference and call it a 6.
All right, 6. That's a positive score. I'm happy with that. Yeah. All right. Do we have listener? Is that
we do. So from Catherine, this episode, quick recap. Last week she wrote in about her 2 friends at work that got added on Snapchat by a 60-year-old man who was a regular at their workplace. She's just given us a bit more information.
Yep.
She says, so they knew him because he asked them in person for their Snapchats.
Ooh. And why would you give it to him?
And they didn't think it was weird, so they gave it to him. He used to send them selfies saying like, how's my baby? And shit like that. They never told me because they knew I'd be mad. He used to order black cherry ice cream.
Wow.
It's painting a picture.
I'm still getting... I just have so many questions.
The weirdest
What do you
part,
mean that's not weird?
Well, I think
Isn't that dude like 40?
Dude's 60.
And he has Snapchat and he's asking you for his Snapchat.
Yeah.
What does that mean? If someone goes up to you,
so many red flags there.
You're out somewhere and they go, hey, can I get your Snapchat? What does that mean? It means they're into you. Like that doesn't mean anything else besides that.
Hey, you look like a friendly person with good ideas.
Unless you're a friend, like another guy, then it's like, yeah, cool, let's be mates.
Or even if you meet a girl, and it's just like, oh, you've hit it off as friends. It's like, oh,
exactly.
You have Snapchat. What's your Snapchat?
Let's take this further.
Yeah,
that's what that means.
I feel like Snapchat is it's often like a flirty program.
Yeah, it is.
It's where you go to flirt
because the messages get deleted.
Because you see pictures,
they're quick. Yeah,
That's
you might
perfect.
slide in there, little quick message.
It's
you
a
know what I mean?
recipe.
That's what it is.
It's a recipe for some raunchiness.
It's not like, hey, can I have your Facebook? Like, that's a bit different. Like, I've got family on Facebook.
I'll follow you
That's
on
just
Instagram.
a chill thing.
Yeah.
Even Instagram's a bit like, but Snapchat's like that.
Snapchat's flirty, I think.
Snapchat's flirty.
Maybe this is next week's topic.
What
What's
are you
the
doing?
flirtiest social media?
It's definitely Snapchat. There's no other question about it.
Yeah. See, because
It's not like, hey, bro, give me your Pinterest.
if you match with someone on Tinder or Bumble, it's
like-
usually, hey, do you have Snapchat?
or it's
Let's
like,
continue this conversation
it's
on
either-
Snapchat.
if someone, I feel like if someone goes up and says, hey, give me your Snapchat,
Yeah.
or give me your number, is on the same level of like flirtiness questions.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, can I get your number or can I get your Snapchat? It's the same thing.
Yeah. Unless you're like at a business conference. In that case, it's strictly business. Hey, can I have your number?
Business only.
Hey, we're at work.
Yeah.
Can you not?
You're in a strict business meeting and you're like, can everybody add me on Snapchat real quick? I'd like to send some reports through via Snapchat. Thanks, guys.
Hey, I'll link my PDF in the Snapchat group
in the
chat.
Snapchat group chat.
So he used to have black cherry ice cream. Lyndall. So that's all the details. I replied with, I think if your friends did end up getting murdered, they would have deserved it. Who on earth?
Oh my god. All right. Okay.
Who on earth thinks that adding a 60-year-old man on Snapchat is a good idea? And Catherine just said, is this Michael? Because that is such a Michael thing to say.
It is. Catherine, that wasn't me.
And I said, how old are they? It sounds like a very 18-year-old thing to do. And she says, yes, it does. They're around 18 or 19 for sure.
There you go.
So there you go. I can see it.
I love how in that
it.
message, Catherine's like, they didn't tell me because I'll get upset. It's like, yes, clearly.
Because they're dumb.
You know you're doing something stupid.
Yeah, very dumb.
You just want, like, what the heck?
Maybe they should.
What are their names?
We'd all be better
You know
off.
what I mean? What are their Snapchats? Send
All
them.
right. She also says, Catherine also says, because we talked about Taco Bell last week.
Oh, yeah.
She says, at Taco Bell, I usually order the nachos, but I don't know if your Taco Bell has them. Come to Michigan and try them out properly.
Probably.
I did have Guzman Y Gomez while I was visiting, and I'll admit it was damn good. There we go. There we go.
It's the best.
Yeah.
Yep. Is it better than Taco Bell, Catherine? Is it?
Give us a rating.
I think she thinks Taco Bell's better, which is just the wrong opinion to have.
I don't know. I just see Taco Bell and I'm like, that purple color on your logo just doesn't scream Mexican to me.
Yeah, what's so taco-y about a bell? You know?
Do they ring a bell in Mexico when they eat tacos?
Maybe.
Hey, taco time! Ding ding
maybe
ding
that's
ding
actually
ding.
what it is.
Dinner time when the kids get called for dinner. Ding
Why
ding ding.
did the Mexican people make just the best cuisine ever? You
I
know
don't
what
know.
mean?
Don't know.
Like enchiladas, burritos, nachos. Like how did they get all three of those? Like just delicious.
It's all the same stuff though,
It is.
but just in a different
But like
form.
how does like you got a burrito that's obviously in like this flour tortilla, which is delicious.
Yeah.
Then you got nachos, which is like almost the complete. Like you got corn chips. Like how did they go? Oh, let's pour this out and put corn chips in it instead. It'll be delicious.
I think it comes.
How do they? How?
I think, in my unprofessional opinion, I think it stems from having cheap, easily producible ingredients like corn. Corn's so easy to grow.
Yeah.
So are tomatoes. So are chilies. Like ground beef, I guess it just comes from cows.
Do you grow that?
Don't you milk them for the ground beef?
Isn't it? They're easy to grow, right?
No. Out of the udders, they come milk.
Yeah.
And then they poop out the ground beef, right?
No. You put the seed in and then you pour milk on it and then go beef.
Ah, beef
And you know those
curry.
kebab things that they shave off? That's what pops
Yeah.
up and you have to like take it off and go.
Oh, yeah. The metal pole is the stake. You stick it in the ground for it to grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
I saw a hilarious Instagram like story the other day. I forgot who it was, but it was just like they obviously laid out night, and there was a photo of them with kebabs. They're like,
Yeah.
this is all I wanted. And then next story over, they're in the middle of the road, and like the video in the guy, and the guy's dropped it on the ground, and it's like the saddest story ever. Like I was so funny. I was like,
good.
this is hilarious.
People's misfortunes, very
I
funny.
know.
Often.
It is.
Yeah, so easily accessible ingredients, and then they just make do with what they can.
They've just nailed
And so
it.
that's why
They just nailed it.
It's just like cheap food.
You guys are the best.
It's so bloody expensive though to buy.
Oh, it is.
Maybe it's because it's hard to prepare. Anyways, thank you for listening to the. Are we done?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for this. To Catherine.
Thank you for listening, Catherine.
What's better, Guzman Y Gomez or Taco Bell?
Yeah,
Get us up.
thanks.
And gossip, please, because it's one of our longest running segments.
It actually is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is.
Please, just make some art. Actually, no, stay authentic.
We should tell you what we should do. Just flick back to the old intro, just like randomly for one episode.
Mix it up.
It'll probably wouldn't be very funny.
You turn into a little game.
Thank you for listening to the Young Crumbs podcast. My name's been Sean.
My name's been Michael.
My Instagram is at Sean_wool99. Michael, what's yours?
My Instagram is at MOB_.
And you can follow us at the Young. Sorry, you say yours. Don't say it. I'm just taking the piss. Okay.
I'm going to get Lyndall to delete your Instagram from our bio.
No, damn it.
Follow the Young Crumbs podcast on Instagram at the Young Crumbs podcast. No spaces, no underscores, no dots. My Instagram is at MOB_Y_Dick.
That's
Moby Dick.
Yep.
Sean's is at Sean_Wool99.
That's Sean Wool99.
Thanks for listening. This has been episode 54. We'll be back next week for Shawza.
For Shawza.
Thank you. Don't...